Hey, hi guys, Richie Retro back. Yeah, pickups from the car boot, charity shop finds, and just a little general chat. Yeah, so thanks to all the likes, subscribers. I've gone past 1,400 subscribers. I think that was a few days ago, so hopefully no one's unsubscribed me since then. But I haven't actually checked out, done an update today. Yeah, but so thanks to everyone liking and sharing. You know, I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all your support. So a few announcements. Okay, in a week's time, there's a sci-fi comic convention in Plymouth. You might have seen me talk about it before. I normally just go there to sell. I have two tables set up, one with a couple of TVs and just some consoles, and then there's just loads of little video games I have for sale. So if you guys are in the southwest, come along to the sci-fi comic convention. It's in Plymouth. It's at the Guildhall, so it's sort of just in the centre of town. It's only a walk over just from the main shopping centre, and it's only £3 or £4 just to go in. There'll be loads of toy collectors sort of selling their stuff as well. I think there's some kind of Minecraft tournament. Lots of artists, lots of local local small guys, you know, who are just there, just like me. I only do it like once every 3 or 4 months. So unlike the big shows when you go there and it feels like more like a warehouse, and you know, obviously there's proper traders that go to every single show every other week. This Comic Con, that Comic Con. You know, these guys are just basically local people, yeah, local artists, like I said, local crafts people. There's a few sci-fi celebrities going to be there. There's a woman from Star Wars. She's going to be there, but I don't know. I forgot who she is. She's the green woman who like Jabba the Hutt. I'm sure it's like Jabba the Hutt's slave or something. Yeah, not Princess Leia, but the other one. She's going to be there. So the photo looks like she's really young, obviously from it must have been like 40, 50 years ago, but I bet she's like old and saggy. I'd be like, who's that? But the previous convention's been really good. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, when I basically moved house, I had so many doubles, quadruples and stuff, and I traded in so much stuff in the local area to take all the good games. So I literally just had say you go to a convention, I literally had probably a third of a proper trader's stall. And so instead of sort of trying to sell it as a job lot on eBay or Gumtree and stuff like that, my mate said there's a convention there. It's only 30 quid for a table. So I thought 30 quid for a table. Let's do some banana boxes. I had consoles coming out of my ears. And let's just price stuff up and let's see what happens. I've done it 4 or 5 times. I normally earn about £500 to £600. It all adds to the funds. It's mainly just to I guess book my hotels and my tickets to all the conventions through the whole year, because I go to loads of conventions in the year. You know, I feel you got to get out there, meet people, have a few beers, go to different parts of the country, and just enjoy the sort of the community really, rather than just sit at home playing video games. It's all about getting out there. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I get about 450 quid. That's what I need minimum. If I get any more, that's like a bonus. I'll be able to maybe go to an extra couple of events and basically spend more beers at the events as well. Okay, 2 weeks after that is obviously Play Expo Manchester, which I'm really looking forward to. Really looking forward. I've got a bag of basically my trade trash, which I always trade into Insane Games. We'll go to Western Supermail. A couple will get retro game video shops on the way up there. Stuff that's lightly scratched where I can't sell on my table. Sort of people complain if I sold it on eBay, just stuff like that, or when So yeah, like I said, I've cleaned out all the local game shops, but I'll take all this stuff up there. And Insane Games, the last basically 10 times I've been there, you had in a PS1 game, even the box could be smashed or something, but none of the disc is okay. They take 25p trade in, same with PS2 games. So when you go to car boots and you end up with fucking loads of PS1 games, PS2 games through the summer because you just want to buy one game, or buy a job lot of games, you take them in there. I normally go there probably every 6 months, so I normally have £50 to £60 worth. I just literally trash games, which they just take in, which is really good. Years ago, Game Station used to give you 50p for all old PS1 and PS2 games. I used to trade over for lots of retro, but Game Station doesn't exist anymore, and they sort of stopped doing retro for a bit, so you're only selective shops. But now it's become game, and they don't do any retro video games, and CX don't take them anyway. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, hopefully take a few videos of me. Go to a few game shops on the way up there. Yeah, I'm going to Critical Mass in Exeter as well. That's a really good game shops, and I normally leave all the good stuff for him. I normally trade in all my good stuff for him, and then whatever I've sort of got left over, I normally just trade in the Insane Games. I do have a bag of trades, obviously, when I'm at the convention. I at the Play Expo convention. I'll probably do all my trades on the Sunday because I just literally just drive my car over and all my trades will be in my car then. So hopefully there'll be some people around to do some trades with on the Sunday as well. I still need to buy my ticket. Better buy my ticket. Or shall I not buy my ticket? Because last time everyone's queued up in this bloody row with all the tickets, and there's like 20,000 people, and there's like 4 people with no tickets, and they just got in straight away. They were queuing up for ages. Oh, Play Expo's queuing, it's like fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Yeah, really looking forward to the event. So many YouTubers are going there. Obviously, Retro Collect will be there. Retrograde Gamer, Katsu, he's going to be there as well. So yeah, he's messaged me saying he wanted to borrow 4 N64 controllers. A couple other bits as well, maybe look after his consoles while he just goes out for a fag break. So hopefully I'll be around that area, just helping to support in. Yeah, so Retro Asylum, I can imagine those guys. So loads of people from the community, so feel free to come and say hi. I'll be having a few beers as always. I'll be at the bar. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, it's going to be entertaining. So I think I'm going to get more drunk early in the day and then calm down in the evening, probably go back to the hotel, and then go car booting it in the morning. That's what I'm looking forward to. Go car booting in the morning. Because last year, the car boots were bloody crazy. Bigger car boots, like in October. Like just 1 car boot than it was compared to like 4 car boots that I do on a Sunday. So that should be fun. So yeah, so this is just my main pickups video. Okay, so I've got some charity shop finds. Yeah, where's my big thing? Oh, it's in there. Okay, let's do the charity shop finds. I just need to quickly go over there and pick it up. Okay, as always, you go to charity shops bloody all the time, like I do. There's like the local charity shops, I'm in there probably 2 or 3 times a week, and it's starting to do my fucking head in. Go in there, you sort of get nothing. But luckily, on one day, I went in there, they always let me look out back of the game, so I do pick up some games in there. They actually had a delivery, and the actual, because normally, like I said, normally they let me out back, but they're like, you can't come back out now, the delivery guys, sort of the regional delivery guys are there, so they can't go out back. I'm like, okay, I'll look at the video games next time. And the guy goes, oh, you like video games? Yeah, I go, yeah, I love the old video games, mate. He goes, I've got a Commodore 64 in the van, and we want 20 quid for it. So the box is absolutely battered and sellotaped up, as you can see. So this is, literally can't read what it is, but this is like the night one, if I remember correctly. Is it midnight? I don't know. Yeah, so they literally just picked it up, because the van normally goes around all the local charity shops, and anything the charity shops can't find or people hand in, or anything electrical, they go in the van and it goes back to base, then you do all the testing, and then it goes back out to the shops. But yeah, they literally picked this up, I don't know, from obviously another charity shop which has been handed in. And I know we pick up quite a few PS1 games from there, and there's also a guy, they've got like a new sort of like games and DVD guy. Before there used to be like piles of games, mainly trash, but you couldn't see what they were. But this guy's actually organised it properly, and he actually keeps everything back for me, which is brilliant. I go in there, we have a good chat, good rapport, and he keeps everything back for me. So luckily, he's been like really taking care of me. And these guys, they've done the delivery. They said we got this Commodore 64 in the van. We got 30 quid for it. And I'm like, 30 quid? Oh, for God's sake. So they brought the box over. I go, well, I'll give you 20 quid for it, mate. That's the best I can do. Because sometimes you think I'm going to pay a bit more. Probably pay a bit more than I would normally do when it's at a charity shop. But the good thing is, when I was speaking to these guys, they go, you like old games? Yeah, I go, I love the old PS1, PS2 games, anything, from the 90s video gaming. Even like old Spectrums and stuff like that. And he goes, well, at the warehouse we have like 4 big, like bloody massive bins just full of old games. And I go, well, just bring one of each type of game next time you come. So I'm actually going to meet you at the charity shops. I've got a certain time. I'm not going to say which charity shop, just in case any local people want to go there. And he's going to bring one of each game. I even can say on the phone, this kind of game, this kind of game, this kind of game. And yeah, he's going to bring one of each game, and then hopefully I'll be able to buy them. Hopefully there's going to be some good games there. Praying, but charity shops, there's not going to be because some of them are just literally, they say they're just literally just hoarding in the warehouse, and they've been collecting for 2 or 3 years, just hoarding non-stop in this warehouse. So hopefully it's not all FIFAs. And hopefully it's going to bring some games for me. Hopefully they're going to be games I actually want to buy. And yeah, hopefully they're going to be some good games. But yeah, I did look inside, and it's got the Commodore 64 cassette unit, or data cassette unit. It's got the joystick. Oh, I remember getting that game as well. Oh, that's it, Mind Benders. That's it, Mind Benders. Oh yeah, night moves. I knew it's something to do with night. So I sort of come with some books, some leaflets. So the box is just sort of a bit of irrelevant, really. This is just what I was willing to pay 20 quid for. Okay, it's trying to get. Hopefully it's in here. I just realised I haven't even checked it. It's been there for about 2 or 3 days and I haven't even checked it yet. Cool, it's got the power unit. Just missing the RF cable, but as always, I got shitloads of RF cables. The usual random sort of like wires that like get stuck to the polythene and it sort of like sticks to the wires. Which I don't know why, it's just well random. So pretty happy with that. And if it doesn't work, I've got Commodore 64s coming out my ears. Oh, I'm never going to put that together anytime soon. So it came with no games. I didn't think it would come with games. Oh no, it's got Mind Benders actually in the thing. So I happily paid £20 for that. Like I said, the guys with us there in the van, they're having their cup of tea. I'm like, we got loads of games. We've got loads of old cassette games. Loads of old video games are actually at the warehouse. 3 or 4 big bins, I said. I'm like, fucking, yeah, get as many games here as possible. I'm praying, just praying that actually comes through. So that's good, 20 quid swag. I also picked up this random Pokemon game. Pokemon Trazzle? I've never heard of it. No, never heard of it. It looks like an American game, but it might be one of those random copies, but I think it's just American. It's got a CEX thing on it, just says 4 quid. And yeah, it just looks like Tetris. But inside it says Pokemon Link. But it doesn't say Link on the outside. Oh no. Confusion. And that was £1 from the same charity shop. Okay, also from another charity shop just down the road, they have, as you know, I love my Monopolies. They had Star Wars Monopoly. This is the, which one is it? The Collector's Edition? The trilogy. No, the Star Wars Monopoly. I think it's the 25th anniversary one. Well, Monopoly, I didn't have my collection. It's a little bit battered. I checked that it was all there, it was all complete. And the Star Wars, the Collector's Edition, Episode 1. Jar Jar Binks, how much are you? I bet you're fucking good shit. Biggest dickhead ever, Jar Jar Binks. I know it's actually places, isn't it? He's actually one of the characters. Look at him. Steady, steady. That's all I remember from him. Naboo. Naboo planes. Trade route tax. Monopoly's everywhere, man. Literally, Monopoly's just rinsing and repeating the same game non-stop. Okay, the next one, like a charity shop. Yeah, basically, well, obviously I'm into my board games, but I play so many shit games. If I see a game in a charity shop that's like an old kid's game, I buy it for £1, make my mates play it, we have a few beers, and normally it's really shit, because we just buy But I really enjoy it because we laugh how bad the game is, and also like just the faces that this is the shittest game as well. Sometimes I find it more funny than like a 40 quid like new game now. But yeah, and it's a snowman game. do 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 do. Complete with 4 fabulous snowman playing pieces. We played it and it was fucking garbage. It was funny, but it was fucking garbage. It's one of the worst ball games I've ever played, but it still had like half an hour of good entertainment for like £1. Really funny. I can't remember if I showed this one last time. Yeah, okay, I showed that one last time. So the weekend, I've actually got a week on holiday, and it was quite sunny on Saturday, so I was thinking, oh, do I go car boot Sunday? Do I not go car boot Sunday? So I took up my car boot money as always. I buy normally like a chewing gum, get my like 50 quid cash back, you know, £4-5 notes, and the rest in like £2 coins or £1 coins at the end of the day at the supermarket, so they normally get rid of all their change. I didn't set my alarm because I thought, you know, if I get up, and you know I go. If I don't, you know, I'm not too bothered about it. So I got up a bit later than normal. I've actually woke up probably about 7:10. Normally I leave about 6:30. And I thought, oh, can I be bothered? Can I not be bothered? And it's quite sunny outside. It seemed to be quite, not cloud in the sky, but it was bloody freezing. So I was like, what the hell? It's so cold outside. So I decided to go to car boot. So I went to Plymouth. It was just Plymouth Argyle. 2 weeks ago when I last went there, I got there at like 8 o'clock, and the car boot, because the sort of inner cage was only half full, it wasn't until like 8:30, 8:45, it actually like sort of like started to let everyone in, because it was like pissing down with rain like the night before. But this time I got there at like 7:45, and like the car boot looked like it was basically finished. The cage was obviously all full, and all the cars were on the outside, and literally they're down the bottom. And I'm like, oh my god, I should have got here about 7 o'clock. It's just weird, this the way the time starts. Sometimes you can go there and you could be waiting like an hour, or you can go there, you're like an hour late. But also on the way there was some like road closures, so I had to sort of improvise and just go around all the back lanes and little signs saying local residents and like school traffic only. But I thought on a Sunday, so I just drove down there, and you can see everyone sort of like driving down there. I was actually behind a car that was actually going to the car boot, so I thought, I know, let's follow this guy. Walked around, and there wasn't much of this car boot at all. It's probably the worst car boot I've actually been to, actually, in Plymouth. And I'm trying to work out which games I actually got from there. I think it was this lot. I got a pink DS, and this was a tenner. Came with more brain drain, so I can train my brain. And also, obviously, the power. So that was £10, but I'll be able to put that on my little Devcon store, or sort of just double the price, and I've got some DS games, like Pokemon games, I'll be able to just like bundle that up with. There was a guy who was selling lots of DVDs, and I noticed these was in there. So I picked up Star Wars Trilogy. I do not have this box set. So it's A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I got a few of them up there, but this is sort of one of those random re-releases. Which was this one? 2008. You know, so they seem to get smaller and smaller. I think this is it the remastered one? Doesn't say anything really. But I think that's the one with 2 discs. One's like the original, like Star Wars, and then the other one's like the remastered 98, 99 version before they sort of did all the fucking shit. Jar Jar Binks episode 1. Okay, one DVD which I didn't have in my collection, but I absolutely love, and it is Dune. Definitely one of the best sci-fi films ever. It's got Timothy Dalton. I'm sure it's got Timothy. It's got James Bond, the worst James Bond. It's also got Patrick Stewart in. Yeah, it's really good. This is a special edition. I don't know what's special about it. Any extras? No. Any more? More deep. So it looks like a director's cut. Yeah. It's 2003 as well, so it's quite old. 12 years old. 5.1 surround sound, Dolby Digital. I don't know what he's up to now. I don't know what. 8.2 surround sound. We need like 20 speakers or something. But yeah, brilliant film, absolute brilliant film. Also, the game was really good as well. I loved you. It was Battle for Arrakis. That was the second one. A sci-fi series. As you know, I love my sci-fi, and there's only so much sort of Star Trek, Babylon 5, the stuff like that you can sort of watch. There's loads of sci-fi shows that sort of, they have one season sort of get cancelled, and I think this was one of them taken. So I've always wanted to watch this, but I haven't actually seen it at all. So this is by Spielberg. It used to be what, early 2000s? Not quite sure when it was out. It says 2003. And it's on the Sci-Fi Channel as well, and DreamWorks. Yeah, everything from Spielberg's DreamWorks, isn't it? I think they are £3 or £4. Was it? No, £5 for all three. So I'm happy to pay that. Happy to pay that. Yeah, so I'm pretty pissed off with that car boot because I've got nothing from it. I drove to another car boot, Ainsley Garden Centre, and that was pretty shit. I pulled into the car park, and a guy stopped, and he ran out his window. He goes, "Hey, you're rich, get retro." I'm like, "All right, mate," because there's nothing there, but I bet you find something. I was like, I was thinking, I'd seen him. Yeah, I saw some other like my sort of competitors like leave, and I thought, I'm probably not going to find anything because those two car boots start at the same time, which is really annoying. Years ago, it used to be one was earlier, and you could go to both as like a little journey. And there's a third car boot that start at the same time as well, which pisses me off. So you've got 3 car boots you can sort of go to. And yeah, all in the wrong order. So I walked around, thought, great, I'm not going to get anything. Not going to get much. But I did get a silver Nintendo DS. No charger. No stylus. Don't know if it works. Screen a little bit scratched. Pretty in bad condition. And this was 50p or £1, I think, if I remember correctly. So not sure if it works or not, so I need to charge him up. But I do have spare power supplies for fun. Spare power supplies for fun. So 50p or £1, it's worth just taking a punt. I've got styluses as well, so I can hook them in there. Not the best condition, but I might be able to trade it in and yeah, basically get rid of it. Yeah, walked around and one of my sort of other competitors. It's sort of like, yeah, he's a good lad. It is. He goes, "Did you see the sealed PS2 games over there?" I'm like, "Nah, I missed them, mate." He goes, "Oh," so he sort of made out he only just picked him up, that I missed him, and then he sort of like carried on saying, "Oh, I did pick him up like half an hour, 45 minutes ago." I'm like, "Oh, great." And realised it's the same guy that I got the sealed PS2 games from last time. So I looked at him, I found him, like, it was just like football games left. And he said he's still got like another 100, 150 fucking sealed PS2 games at home. I'm like, "Oh, great." But he wouldn't give me my number because he goes, "Loads of people asked me for my number." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I just want to come around and buy them all, mate. But no, he just says he might be there next weekend. So hopefully I'll go around there next weekend and he's going to bring some more. I'm like, "Keep them back from me, mate. Keep them back from me." So that was that car boot done. So I was pretty pissed off. I didn't exactly pick up much, but sort of in retro, goddess you trust, you've got to keep the faith. That's the point of, that's the car boot. Sometimes you good things, sometimes bad things. I also spoke to another guy who goes, "I've been watching your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Alright, mate." Saying hello to him as well. We were just walking around saying how years ago, when the recession happened, 2008, sort of 2009, we'd find so much stuff when it just used to be me. And now we hardly see, a Super Nintendo game, even an N64. And then when you do see it, it's like more expensive than eBay. It's just really crazy. There's so many people going after it now. So there must be only limited stock. Seriously, I can't imagine with all the collectors, whether it's on the Facebook pages as well, the Gumtrees, the eBays, obviously everyone's sort of collecting or sort of hoarding. There's only going to be so much games out there, surely. There's going to be so much games out there. But yeah, I had a good chat with him, and then just went off to the next car boot. So yeah, I went to, I think it's Withiel. Yeah, Withiel. This is in Cornwall, Withiel. It starts. I think it's supposed to be. It says 12:30, but you can get there like 11:30. They normally have the same couple of rows of traders, which they let them pay a bit extra, so they set up, and then they have a queue of cars, and they just all come in. And it's normally pretty crazy because the area that it's in and where it is like in the middle of Cornwall. So you have all like the traders, the second-hand dealers from like the west of Cornwall come up, and literally everyone from the east of Cornwall and sort of Devon come up, north, people from Bude and all of them come up, and everyone sort of like this comes into the middle. There's so many competitors there, it's a bit ridiculous, but there's also not much stock around. Not much stock around at all. So I was walking around as you do, and the first 3 rows was absolutely shit. Absolutely shit. And a car pulled up. This sort of like fat lady with glasses gets out. She puts like 2 boxes on the floor. And I sort of just slowly like walk away, and this guy literally went to the box and like opened the box. And this woman goes, "Do not open my boxes! Do not open my boxes!" Pushing this guy literally from like her sort of like lane, where the car's lane, to like the other lane. Just go, she went absolutely crazy. And I'm there laughing my head off. You know what my laugh is like. I'm like, and she goes, "What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?" She started pushing me for fun. I'm like, "Whoa, what is going on? Calm down, calm down." And then Mum's like telling her to calm down, and then she just pushes her mum on the floor, and like 2 women sort of like to say calm down, and she starts like punching these 2 women. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this woman going crazy? She absolutely went fucking mental. It was just the funniest thing ever. And me and the guy who sort of like the initial like confrontation, we sort of like walk off thinking, what the fuck is going on? And this woman was just ranting at people when they're walking past. The little kids were like, what's going on? The little parents were sort of like just like getting their kids and sort of like, stay away from this woman. She just went mental. She's absolutely mental. I don't understand. It was fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I thought, why everyone's distracted? I still need to go around and get the bargains. And so I went to like the 4th lane, and she was still kicking off at people because she pushed this woman on the floor, and she's just, I don't know, I guess she was like 50, 60, and she was like, what's going on? And her husband's like, ranting for fun. And then the stewards came along, and they were sort of arguing with them, like, that person's got my boxes, that one literally just started, that guy over there, he's laughing at me. And I'm there still laughing, like, what the fuck's going on? And she was getting angrier and angrier, even though she's like fucking just pushing people for fun. And the stewards came along, they're like, oh, yeah, you have to leave, it's basically leave. But I'm still going around like buying the Vinny games, and I saw like a bag of PS2 games. So I'm like, I saw a bag of PS1 games actually first, and a bag of PS2. So I tell you, could I look at those PS1 games in those bags, please? And please do not push me like a crazy woman. And the woman sort of like laughed. I'm like, can I please look at those? So she bought a box of PS2 games, and I think I got these all from her. I seem to have 2 separate piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know, some of these I might have got from somewhere else. I think I remember paying £14 for this lot. Did I get that one? I don't think. I think I paid £14 for this lot. I have to watch my video back to see how much I paid. So I thought, sod it. Sometimes when I have my car boots, I let like, MILFs on their boobs distract me, and I miss out on games. Uni girls with the boobs out, and I miss on games. So I thought, no, I'm not gonna let the crazy woman. You can't let the crazy woman distract me. And sometimes when I'm picking up objects and looking at games, thinking, oh cool, this is a kid. When I've got to get down the business and get the games. But yeah, I picked these up. I think it was 14 quid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It must be one of these then, because there was 14 of them. I just had that one. The other 2 games, I remember getting from somewhere, but I can't remember where. Anyway, yeah. So she wanted 2 quid each from. I go, if I take all this lot, would you do 1 quid? And she was like, fine. I did have my camera on, and I keep on forgetting to sort of like do it like to the camera like that. So I sort of do it to my eyes, so you can't really see. But I'm sure this is where. So I picked up Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Tomb Raider. Yep, the disc is in good condition. Yeah, and while I'm sort of looking through these games, this woman's like in the next little like aisle, still kicking off at people. It was bloody funny. And you could just hear her just ranting. Metal Gear Solid. A little bit of scratches, but should be fine. Oh, come the Silent Hill demo. As always, the Silent Hill demo is in like new condition because nobody ever used to use it. Second disc in good condition. Just a little bit of scratches on the first disc, but it will obviously just work. Resident Evil Survival. Oh, it's such an underrated gun game. I used to love this. It was pretty hard as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like I said, I was looking through these. She's still kicking off. And I think, I'm like looking over, what the fuck's going on? And the guy asked them to leave, so they get in their car, they start to drive off. I don't know where people were tapping on the car or whatever, but the woman, she got out again and just went mental at people, pushing people, and then she had like a sit-down like protest, and they go, we're going to call the police. She's like, call the police, I don't care. And you can hear this all going on. I'm like, gotta concentrate on the games. Grand Theft Auto Platinum. Oh, cool. Got the maps. That's in really good condition, actually. Resident Evil, the Value series, or the white label one, with the misprint saying 1 or 2 players. Because I remember paying, was it £40 at the time, or $38.99 for this, thinking, oh, it's 1 or 2 players, and realising it's the exact same game as the one I already had. Because I thought it was 1 or 2 players, because it's a misprint on the back, so it's 1 or 2 players. Manual. Disc a little bit scratched, but yeah, should be fine. It's all about the prize draws. Virgin, London, W1E, 1DN. When a state-of-the-art PC, game PC. What if I fill this in and send it off? What would happen? Doesn't say a closing date. Or you can call the hotline. Let's do it. Alright, it does say the closing date. The prize draw will be made within 2 weeks of the 31st of March. Oh, quarterly. 31st of March, 30th of June, 30th of September, 31st of December. But does it say what year? It just says running quarterly. So they still doing it now? Whatever happened to Virgin Interactive? Grand Theft Auto 2, bit battered. Actual box. But if I remember correctly, the map's there. Disc is there. Yeah, so she's having a little sit-down protest. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I carried on. Games. Bomberman Hardball. Or remember, this is just basically just 4 little mini games if I remember correctly. Yeah, golf, baseball. Could never go with baseball. Tennis was fucking hilarious. And normal classic Bomberman. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. I did the Dreamcast Code Veronica, but I can't actually remember ever completing the PS2 one. So I'm gonna have to give that a go. I probably have. Sonic Mega Drive Collection, what do you call it? Sonic, yeah, Mega Collection Plus. Clash of the Titans. Devil May Cry. Another gun game. Resident Evil Dead Aim. Basically they're just like cashing in on House of the Dead at the time. Resident Evil Outbreak, which I absolutely loved. Absolutely loved it. Yeah! So I was fucking. So I got those games. I was really happy about them because I don't normally get games on this car boot at all. Still walking around as you do it, and then like walk past her, and she's just like just on the floor. They're like, we've called the police. You know, you don't want to hurt your mum's feelings. It's best if you just get up and leave. She's like, I don't care. And everyone's literally like the talk of the car boot said, did you see the crazy lady? What the fuck is going on? I'm just like laughing, just walking past, and then everyone's like, by then it's sort of the car boot gets busier and busier. So you got fucking the babies, like people with like 1 baby pram, with 2 baby prams. Then you got the Afghan lizards with their fucking the dogs. The dogs here, the kids here, people in wheelchairs. And that one guy just squeezed past her and she went, it's like, she's like, it's got by the leg, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And they had to sort of like restrain her. It was like the craziest thing. I'm like, what is going on, mate? Everyone's like, what's going on? Why is she suddenly flipped out? Why is she gone crazy? And just before I leave, I just walked past and I was talking to my mate. I'm thinking, do you think I should go up to her, ask if she's got any video games in her car? He was like, no, mate, don't fucking go mental. Yeah, got any video games in your car, love? You fucking just beat me up or something. It was fucking funny. And her boyfriend was like calming her down. Like, your boyfriend's here to calm you down. I'm like, fucking bin her, mate. She's crazy. Fucking bin her. And he's just like, give me evils. He was so like embarrassed. I'm like, what is going on? And then the police came along, put in handcuffs, and the ambulance came along, and I think she was taken off in an ambulance. I don't know, the ambulance was there with like a stretcher, while she was like handcuffed, being calmed down by the police. But I'm thinking, how can something like that go crazy at a car boot? Seriously, car boots are that crazy now. And all this guy did was just put out 2 boxes, and he just like literally opened one flat of the box, and she just went to smell the schizo. And we're thinking, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, he also had the same car boot. I picked up these. I think they were like obviously 50p or £1 each. I can't quite remember, to be honest, but yeah, or always a deal. Link crossbow training. Has the points, but you can't use the points anymore. I remember people saying on the Facebook groups, on Twitter, you can't use the points anymore. But I only got the email about 2 days ago. Literally 2 days ago, and I'm thinking, what? Thanks for the email 2 days ago when the actual, like, it actually ended about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm sure it did. Oh, Mission Warlords 3. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Devil May Cry 2. Grand Theft Auto 3, which is a brilliant game. If you watch the BBC Two, was it Game Chasers? It's sort of like a little random kind of like real life documentary about the Grand Theft Auto. I think it's Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I think it was. And then from when they were making San Andreas, and how in the San Andreas there was like the coffee bit where they actually found like shagging in the code in. And it had Harry Potter, the guy from Harry Potter, and Gendry from Game of Thrones. When we last time saw him, I'm sure he was actually like just rowing in a boat. That's where he's been. Who's in that? Who's in there? Oh, like another random Grand Theft Auto 3. Why is one in a black case and one in the blue? Same frame marks, same everything. Definitely one of the best games ever on the PS2. I remember at the time it was awesome. Next one, Vice City, was brilliant, but I think this sort of obviously started it all off. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith 3, or what it's called, yeah, Revenge of the Sith Episode 3. Destroy all humans. I also picked up Loco Roco. I think it's from the same makers who did Pata Pata Patapon. Pata Pata Patapon. That's the platinum. Also Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. This is the 2-disc one. Next up, yeah, probably about 20 minutes later, sort of walking around, the woman's still going crazy. I picked up whatever these things are. I kept on finding other people picking them up for like 50p or quid. So I thought, what are these? So I picked them up for 50p or quid. And I realised they're Moshi monsters, and I know nothing about Moshi monsters. What the fuck are they? I always see the little figures this big. But I guess it's a kids program. You ain't no Teletubbies. You ain't no Tweenies. Who are you? I don't know. So I'm just gonna put my Devcom store for like £2 or so, just like double my money. I don't know. This doesn't mean nothing to me. Yeah, they another woman bought some. We're just walking around, about to leave. She brought out a box of like games, PS1 games. I might have got a couple of these PS1 games actually in amongst this lot. But yeah, the Xbox games. As always, Xbox games seem to be left by everybody. No one seems to want the original Xbox. As like previously discussed, it never really went crazy over here. But my collection's slowly getting bigger of Xbox games because just because yeah, my other collection's pretty big. PS2, PS1. And the Xbox, I've only got probably about 50 games for it, so slowly I'm picking up more and more Xbox games just because I don't have them. But yeah, so I got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which is fucking awesome. I love Third Age. Never played it on the Xbox, but yeah, it was such a good game. Time Splitters 2, but I can actually look over there and think I've only got about 8 copies of Time Splitters 2, but I don't know why. I'm like, oh yeah, because I had a games night. I've got about 8 Xboxes I can link up, and we're just having like death matches of Halo 2 and Time Splitters. I remember getting for like a couple of quid years ago. But yeah, I just picked up another one. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. The last great game of Medal of Honor, I think. I love this game. All I remember is just the Japanese, just literally. It was 2-player co-op, and the Japanese were just like literally in the hedges and the bushes, and just going kamikaze, and you like shoot one of them, and then like 10 seconds kamikaze. I'm like, whoa, look out! Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't think I've ever played a Pirates of the Caribbean. Intense and exciting naval battles. Thrilling swords and pistol duels. It's going to be garbage, but I think I'm going to give it a go. It's a thrilling brand of roleplay and action that takes place in the Caribbean islands. So obviously they're going to call it Pirates of the Caribbean. Tenchu. I guess this is 2 Tenchus. Oh no, Tenchu Return of Darkness, just one. Just the way I read it was like down the line in the middle. It was like, well, that's one game, that's another. Activision. Okay, KND, Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Video Game. Cartoon Network. Never heard of you. Play as all 5 kids next door operatives. Okay. It's a random game which looks, I didn't actually have in my collection. I thought, oh, this might be a rare game. I've never seen this before, but it's common as anything. It's called Red Ninja End of Honor. Got a nice anime cover. And I don't know, I guess it's a bit like, I don't know, an old version of Bayonetta, I can imagine. Or like Bushido Blade. Stroke Dynasty Warriors, don't call that. But not all Japanese game is Destiny Warriors or Kessen. So this is just a ninja stealth game, I can imagine. It looks pretty good. And she looks hot. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. that was lit. Sometimes I think, oh, I want to do a video, but I've got no games to do a video, and then within like a week, the Retro Goddess, she gives out. So yeah, so well happy with what I picked up. Some good ball games on the game. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I do have like obviously my video camera. I filmed loads of pickups over the summer, but I just haven't had time with my new job and that. Just start editing and stuff like that. So I might just do just one video, probably about an hour long. I'll try and edit. I'd probably take half a day just doing some editing and sort of just do the best bits of me, just me and my pickups. So yeah, instead of doing maybe 2 or 3 videos like I normally do, used to do like the pickups every like 2 or 3 weeks of like me filming with my camera. But sometimes I go there, it's full, and you can only like delete the last one or the whole lot. And I think, oh great. So yeah, basically me not really planning or really taking it serious. So yeah, I've got more on the computer. I might just do like the best bits. And I didn't have the footage when she was pushing me over like a crazy woman, but I do have footage like the aftermath, her laying on the floor, and everyone literally just taking a place like, what the fuck's going on? So I'm absolutely gutted because this normal car boot, I normally go there, and I think I've only ever filmed it like once or twice in like 2 years. Actually worth actually uploading. But I do take it, but I normally just have it off. By then I've been to other car boots, and some of the batteries run out or it's full. So it's like the last car boot of the day. But yeah, I wish I actually like had it on and sort of just going crazy. But yeah, I got to sort of go more crazy. It was just so funny. I should have turned it on straight away when she just went mental. Yeah, so cheers guys. Please comment, like and share. And yeah, definitely meet up for beers at Play Expo and come to the Geek Sci-Fi Comic Convention in Plymouth. So thanks guys. Woo-woo.